Let's just get after it. Alrund, Vorinclex. We did it! We've been trying to get here all video. We finally did it. We misplayed a Wolf Willowhaven there. Hello again, welcome back, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today, we are playing with a Sultai Yorion pile, 80 cards, revolving around Emergent Ultimatum. Doing our best to ramp into it, while controlling the field with removal. Today, we'll break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, synergies, get into the gameplay footage, show you the playlines and interactions. You can come away from the video with a good idea whether or not this is the deck for you, and you're going to be spending your wildcards on it, maybe. Of course, if you do find any value within today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, support on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, through Amazon, Grey Viking Games, and Into the AM. You can also download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant for free. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the deck list, break it down, and jump into the gameplay footage. Expanding Shadow is the name of the deck. We have a 3.6 average converted mana, 3 creatures and 47 non-creatures, 30 land, plus some MDFCs to bring us up even further, utilizing a ton of ramp in the deck to play some heavy, high impact spells. I mentioned that we are revolving the deck around Emergent Ultimatum, so this is a great place to start. Crouch out of my way here. So we're searching our library for up to 3 basic monocolor cards with different names. Then we exile them. Our opponent will choose one of them to place back into our deck, and then we get to cast the 2 that they didn't choose for free, which is really cool. So the only thing that you need to worry about here is sorting the stack. The first one that you pick will be the second one to enter, and that is, you know, a big part of this deck. So we'll break down that for you guys when we wrap up. But for now, you need to know that you're ramping into the ultimatum, and then you're picking Alrund's Epiphany, Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider, and Tibalt, Cosmic Imposter. Vorinclex, as you all know, is a 6/6 with trample and haste, and if you would put counters on something, put double those counters on instead. If your opponent would put counters on something, put half of those counters on. A big body, which is absolutely lovely. Alrund's Epiphany, you know, a 7 CMC, sorcery speed, creating 2 1/1 blue birds, taking an extra turn after this one, and then we exile it. So this is great. Again, mixing those 2 cards with Tibalt, Cosmic Imposter is almost impossible to beat. A 5/5 that will allow us to play cards exiled with Tibalt regardless of their mana at any time, which is great. +2 exiling the top 2 cards of each player's library, or just the top card, sorry. -3 exile target artifact or creature, and -8 exile all cards from all graveyards and add 3 mana, which is very, very nice. Of course, we do have Valky, God of Lies in here earlier on. That's fine, but as far as the Emergent Ultimatum, that's what you want to do. Alrund's Epiphany, Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider, and Valky, God of Lies. That's gonna basically give you the win. You know, you could play this defensively, but at that point, you will probably just win from that. Building off of that, we have the ramp in the deck. 4 copies of Wolf Willowhaven. Enchant land, it taps for an additional forest sack for 5 to create a 2/2. 4 copies of Cultivate. Searching our library for 2 land. 1 comes into play, tapped, the other in our hand at sorcery speed. That's great. And we do have Binding of the Old Gods. It destroys target non-land permanent, which is amazing, a little bit of removal for us. And then searching our library for a forest, putting it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffling. Again, that ramp is what we're looking for here. Creatures gaining Death Touch is irrelevant to the deck. We don't even need to worry about that. So that's, you know, everything you really need to worry about. The Wolf Willowhaven, the Cultivate, Binding of the Old Gods, and then you're into your Emergent Ultimatum, which brings forth Alrund's Epiphany, Vorinclex, and Tibalt. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Filling out the rest of the deck, we have a lot of counter magic. We have a lot of disruption or removal within that. And we also have a little bit of draw engines for us as well. Tome is our draw engine here. We can tap it to scry 1. We can pay 2, tap it to draw a card. Once we've tapped it 4 times, we gain 4 life and sack it. Right? We also have Omen of the Sea as a draw engine here. When it enters play, scry 2, then draw a card. Both of these can be bounced through Yorion, which we only have a single copy of, so use it sparingly. Elder Gargaroth could be considered a draw engine for us as well. Reach Vigilance Trample whenever it attacks or blocks, choose one, creating a 3/3 beast, gaining 3 life, or drawing a card. Very, very nice. And if you needed, you could pull that with the Ultimatum as well, but I doubt it. Filling into now our Disruption, we've got Jwari's Disruption for 2, countering target spell unless they pay 1. Negate, counter target non-creature spell for 2. We also have the removal within Eliminate, 2 copies here, destroying target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 3 or less. 3 Heartless Acts, choose 1, destroy creature with no counters on it, remove up to 3 counters from target creature. And of course, 2 copies of Elspeth's Nightmare, one of my favorite removals in the deck. Destroying target creature and opponent controls with power 2 or less. Next up, we take a look at their hand, taking a non-creature, non-land, they discard it, and then we exile their graveyard. The recovery is great. We can take something from our graveyard back to our hand, whether it be Yorion or something else that accidentally gets dealt with. Extinction Event here is removal. Choose odd or even, then exile the chosen value. Shadow's Verdict, exiling all creatures from the field and the graveyards with mana 3 or less, which is great. Planeswalkers as well. And then we have 2 copies of Seagate Restoration for 7, drawing cards equal to the number of cards in our hand, +1, no maximum hand size, which is pretty cool. So that's the whole deck. Nothing here but land, and Valky takes a creature and can become that creature, but you're really just playing him for Tibalt here, so we won't focus on that much. That's the deck list and your general strategies and synergies by using the ramp to get into your Ultimatum, and by pulling those key cards, you should win the majority of your matches. Thank you guys again for your time and attention. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends, families, MTG playgroups, and local game stores. Support on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, through our Amazon link. Great Viking game. All right, HGG, you can do this. We've got 2 tomes, all the land we need. Everything's gonna work out. We just need a little bit of ramp, and it would be perfect. How could anything go wrong? Well, you can play against a Rune Crowd. At least we have an 80 card deck. That's typically something I don't do often. Pass it up. Focus on Omen. Fabled Passage, of course they do. I wouldn't expect anything else, right? LOL. I'm surprised they didn't wait to draw up a second crab to crack it. They're just going for us here. They have counter magic up at some point. As long as they don't mill our ultimatums, right? Omen in play, or sorry, Mazemind Tome in play. That's our turn. We have to scry after all their milling's done. Soaring Thought Thief enters. Womp womp womp. We're at 60 cards already. That's terrifying. There's the second crab. They get an ultimatum. We might even need like 2 wipes. Take the scry. Force can go. Alrund's Epiphany's not bad. We have 2, 4, we're playing to 5. It certainly is tempting, isn't it? There's no way it lands. Absolutely no way this lands. Right, ground in the lock. End our turn. Another Thought Thief. lots of going on here. Oh, cry. We need another. Eliminate's not bad, but it's not going to save us. Like, there's too much going on. We need a wipe. Yeah, they're gonna get to hold up counter magic again. We have more shadow verdicts ready. 4%. We also have extinction events at 6%. I'm just gonna survive at a certain point. We can't rely on it. We could have kept that first eliminate and then got the second underneath it and removed them both too. So like, at a certain point, I don't want to just be tossing all of the single target removal. Oh, wow. They're looking for a counterspell, so I don't think they have it. Did they bring Lurrus over? Nice. No. So they probably do have counter magic. They must, or it wouldn't be held up. Is that what joy feels like? We have 43 cards left. I don't know if we can dig our way out of this. I'm glad it landed. Land can go. Interesting. Pass our turn, Yorion goes over, we play Omen, bounce everything. You dirty dog. That's a good card. Okay, round 2, fight! So hardcore. What a great card. 3 less to cast if they've got 7 cards in their grave. So for 4 mana, draw 4 cards. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? I don't even play the card and I know it's great. Oh, it gives me heebie-jeebies. Alright, they're doing something. Omen goes in. I like the cards. So this just gets countered, right? They have to. It didn't. We bounce everything. 13 life is enough to risk it for the biscuit, I think, right? I like the cheap removal, if there is any form of counters. Both of those can go. Not great, but we're getting there. Watch them mill. Well, I guess we have 2 events now. We can survive off that. With a Yorion in play, we can double turn it. Maybe we're turning this deck around. Lots of counter magic though still, and a full hand. But we have massive field presence. They don't have any creatures for Lurrus either. Lurrus is a dead play. Does nothing unless they're cycling on top of it with a Wind Robber right now. Take our Scries. Cultivate can go. I mean, we're playing to 6, taking an Epiphany. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Let's swing in. There's no way there's not counter magic there. Let's end our turn. 37 cards left. We pull their counter magic. Whoa. Let's take a draw, I guess. Never have enough cards. Let's take another. Let's try to pull out some of their mana. Okay. Oof. They get it. Let's try the Nightmare. It's worth removing. It gets rid of their grave, and that's not good. Want to draw all the counter magic out. I think they have more, and they're just like waiting on us. End our turn. I feel more comfortable as the turns go on. They're gonna pull everything from the grave, and we're just gonna rewipe it. Right? Agadeem's Awakening's very expensive. Right, it's gonna cost them 7 mana. 5, 6, 7. That leaves them 1 left. They could drop and have 2 mana up. But they really need to... Oh no, there's a temple back there hiding. They're only casting for 6, which means they get a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and a 3-drop. There's no 1-drop in there. Oh, and then they can replay that Thought Thief. Okay, cool. Sometimes I get massive wrist pains. I might need to start paying into work comp. Oh my gosh. Let's take the draws then. Wow. They have 1, 2, 3 mana open. Artifact or enchantment. We don't have one of those. So that's going to be a thing. Let's just play it smart. I mean, I want to go into double turn territory, but let's take the wipe, right? It makes sense. Our turn. No one said the matches were quick. Typically, they should be. We still have 2 ultimatums in the deck. 2 of them have been milled. Take a draw. Grab some life, take a draw. Where is it? You cannot find it. Oh my gosh. Let's just go to Bird Town. They're looking for a counter here. Nope. Let's cycle the Triome. Nope. Land in play. And our turn. Wow, where is it? Draw a card. Like at a certain point, you know what I mean? What? This is silly. Alright, we still have one more turn. Well, at least that's a card. Oh no, it's an enchantment, and they can counter enchantments. They've got us cornered. Let's take our hit. We're at 21, thanks to the tomes. I want to give my birds Death Touch. It's not about the removal, but the Death Touch. Now they left it. Good on them. Because we wanted to sneak the Sea Gods out underneath. Alright, pull up that counter spell. They're not into it though. They kill a bird. Did they Heartless Act a bird as well? They're really looking through our graveyard. Proud of their mills. And again. Grab a land, and then I think we should be acting up one of our wolves. No. Let's just take the scries in. Those can go. Would you believe me if I told you there was ultimatums in the deck? There's one of them. Oh, hot dog. We finally get it. We finally get it. Woo! We're gonna dig for a counterspell here. No. Valky. Oh, we don't really even have much. Seagate, I guess. Man, this sucks. Oh gosh. They're gonna give us Seagate and the Wolf Willow. That is the saddest ultimatum I've ever seen. Give me that land upgrade, baby. We're down to 20 cards. We better be careful with ourselves here. Our opponent has 32. We're going to be drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Go. Oh, they canceled this. That's okay. Now we can play this safely. What a world. Get 'em, birds. Woo. 14 cards in library. 9 in hand. They take the draw. They need an event. Need, you know, their own Shadow's Verdict or something. Non-targeted removal for the 8/8. Good game. 3 cards in hand. They don't have any non-lands. I'll take the Death Touch, sure. Kraken Power. They could have chump blockers. That Death Touch. Oh, they could get this. No way. Good play. Good play. Down to 1, though. I don't even want to pull more cards. Oh, God. I can decline it, sure. No, we can't. But I don't even think we have any. Just try. There's. Just kill the rogue. Pass our turn. We can make the wolves if we need. Into this story. Yeah, right. We also had Jwari's Disruption there. That would have worked well. If they got that into the story off, they would have potentially won the game. They only get 1 draw through the castle. Okay, but we can just remove it, right? Take the draw and kill themselves. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. So we get a win. That was a longer match than I would have liked, but, you know, as long as it's not another loss. Alright, going first. Cool. We have ramp with the appropriate land. I can only imagine how this goes wrong for us. You know what I've not seen in some time is a Tibalt Trickery deck. I don't want to curse myself here, but I have not seen this horrific deck in a week or two, I want to say. Like a week, for sure. When's the last time you guys have got hit with Tibalt's Trickery? Has it been a while for you as well? Or is that just something I'm experiencing myself? Let's get into that cute little hand of theirs. Oh, that's pretty. That Skyclave is pretty gross. Looking for a Weeper. They should call them Weepers because they make people cry. Yes, I will take that trade. Well, what if they just don't have removal? Let's give it to them. So here I would love to ramp, but how often are you rewarded this kind of pickup? Take them down to 19. I really want an untapped land so we can use Binding. If they don't draw their third land, it's a hard match, which I'm assuming they didn't, because they would have like auto-played it. Yeah. Two saviors. Okay, we're looking for an Extinction Event. Or land. I'll probably Cultivate this turn. Oh, we get rid of them all from their hand. That's great. With Elspeth's Nightmare. Cool beans. Elspeth's Nightmare is really good against mono white, I feel like. Oh, it is a land. Wowzers. Let's take everything but forests because the binding grabs forests. They're top decking at this point. It should be a fairly easy win for us. No attacks, just hold my wrist and cry. Like if I could just have someone pull on it, it might feel better. Hit for 2, down to 16. Turn, graveyard goes. That takes us to 5 available mana. You know, and I think we just play Yorion, hold up negate. In case it's anything crazy. They do have more mauls. We know this. We're at 16. No blocks. Else that's fine. Return. So they have the Savior, you know, they have Elspeth, it doesn't matter. Obviously we do target the creatures with life gain. Home in play. That's going to be a source of life gain here soon. We're playing Yorion, just bouncing everything. We have 7 available mana. Also, Ardenvale needs 5 mana. No blocks. Down to 11. Take our scry. Land can go. Take our turn. Come on. That's not exciting. Let's get in there. kind of want the life gain from this, so we're just going to leave the tome. Finding back in play. Valky back in play. Good game. And I guess I'll never know that if you bounce Valky with Yorion, if you get Tibalt back or not. I'll never know. I guess, I don't think so, but you might. In a dream world, I do. Going first, only 2 land, but we can passage for the island, scry for the 3rd. So I think that should be okay. They gonna bounce that land immediately? Interesting. The 2/2 in play though, that's like impressive. That's our turn. We really need to find the 3rd land. And the 4th. Albeit. Oof. Robber. Shadow's Verdict. It's not a land, at least. We get hit for 2. Oof. Omen down. You know, I love the event. We need land. We need a swamp, too, so that Jwari's Disruption can go. Let's pass our turn. Oh no, what am I thinking? Yeah, that's... We should have Wolf-Willowed there. That's on me. Because we could have done both. Both of the scries go. Little misplays. Costing us the game here. 3rd tome off the top? Whoa. Can you imagine if we had this Wolf-Willow? Down to 14. Need a wipe off the top. There could be a cleave here. Don't you dare do this to me. Alright, we're good. They played Tome. Another champion. We definitely need a wipe this game. 2 removal. I mean, we could have went right in with Elder Gargaroth, I guess, but we can survive. Even... We're sitting on 6. We just need to top deck a land. And then if we don't, we can still Gargaroth. And I'd rather double removal here. Kill the robber. They can still cleave no matter what. So I'm trying to provide like a sense of security. Let's give it a sec. Maybe they have a Boulder Rush. Maybe they have a Boulder Rush. Whew. Okay. So that pays off. But we're still super screwed. Let's just get after it. Alrund, Vorinclex. Okay. We did it! We've been trying to get here all video. We finally did it. We misplayed a Wolf Willowhaven there. Which is sad, but... Oh, we should have stacked those in the opposite, way. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Let's just kill the cleave. No attacks, play defensively. Bird is very close to hitting us. They have a pump spell or something. Another beast, that's okay. We take the draw, that's okay. We get access to their Embercleave. Oh. They have something good? No, just going for it. I mean, we're still okay, right? Let's get Valky's +2 out. See what we find. An Annex off the top. I bet they appreciate that. Elder Gargaroth should really help us out here with the life gain. And I'd rather take the draw with Omen. Phoenix in play. They still get 1 attack through. We gain 3 life, though. Push ourselves up to 7. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. So that would have given them lethal. Thankfully, our stack resolves before their first strike. I mean, the Seagate might not be bad. I think we just have lethal here. Not we for 7, which is 14, yeah.
Surely you can handle a little pain.
Put her on our Vigilance Striker. I honestly did not think that we'd survive that match after that misplay. And we're finally getting there. 57%. Getting some wins. Slowly, but surely. Turning it around. Alright, quick wrap-up thoughts. A rough start to the deck, but it's one of those things. If you don't always play Yorion decks, you need to re-accumulate yourself or whatever, like reclimatize yourself, I guess, to the 80 cards, right? You do have to be drawing a lot more. You have to be scrying a lot more, really aggressively looking for those answers, because if you just rely on what your library gives you, it's going to be an awkward haul. And, you know, identifying those good draw hands as well is really helpful. Looking for the appropriate land in your hand to set the ramp off, which brings you now into the ultimatum through some draws and scries if you didn't already have it for consistency's sake. So I like the deck. I think it's performing really well. probably a deck that I'll continue to play, in all honesty, just because I find Emergent Ultimatum is so broken right now, especially in the best of one meta. So we're going to try to be climbing with a couple of the decks that we just showcased this week into Mythic on our spare time. Again, still waiting for Starlink. It should be here on Thursday, it says now. It's just been flying all over the country. It's like they launched it without me. So hopefully by the weekend we've got that, and really looking forward to all of that. So thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you soon